Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor, for those of you who have never been here before, and in today's video I wanted to build a blue suburban house. Now most of the time when I build houses in The Sims 4, I only spend like 30 minutes to an hour on them. I make something pretty small, I make it very niche. I love to build apartments because they don't take very long, but you can still get a lot of like personality in an apartment rather quickly. So I really wanted to try and like challenge myself to build like a blue suburban home in The Sims 4. It's like nothing fancy. It's literally just a pretty basic home, and I wanted something to be angled, which was really fun to do because I never used diagonal walls at all. So it was a challenge for me. Maybe not for most builders, but for me. So we're gonna jump into that right now. So I used this large lot here, and the only stipulation I had when building this is that I wanted to try to use some kind of diagonal section. This is something I never do, and I didn't even know that like there were separate roof pieces for diagonals. I was like, how am I going to roof this? And then I was like, oh wait, stairs don't work on diagonals, I think. So I ended up screwing this up a million times and just being like, what am I even doing? How is this even going to work? Is this even going to work? And just being very stressed out the entire time. And I'm pleased with how it came out. I added a lot of personality in my head to this family. So backstory. The mom of this family is a florist. She owns a flower shop, so I put a lot of the new little like plant plots, like those little square things from Cottage Living, in the one section of the backyard. Now this flower shop was very, very successful, so she was able to retire her husband. So he actually just gets to hang out with his kids. He's a stay-at-home dad and he loves it. They have tents in the backyard, they have a pool, they have a basketball net, they have a whole bunch of stuff just for so much fun for the dad and the kids to participate in during the day, and he is just the happiest ever, which I really love. Love the idea of just a stay-at-home dad and the mom is out there, you know, making her flower shop dreams come true. Also, if you hear my phone go off anytime there is, I know that it's like extremely unprofessional. However, I am waiting for a delivery of a new dining table, so like, sorry. I can't leave my phone on silent because they're supposed to be here anytime within the next 4 hours, which is so annoying. And if you miss the phone call, you don't get the delivery, and it's like, oh, I hate you. I struggled so hard with trying to figure out this front door because this is where I wanted the front door. I wanted it right there. I wanted it to look cute. I wanted it to be on an angle. I could not get stairs to work. So I was just like, what am I going to do? I end up getting rid of the entire foundation just so I can have the front door there. So don't get attached to what's happening right now because this was me being frustrated and moving it. It was so annoying. Honestly, this whole build just annoyed me, but I really love the family. So I believe there end up being 2 teenage boys. Now, I didn't want them to be twins, so my whole like thought process, I put way too much thought into the families that live in my Sims houses. It's a little bit weird, but there is an old garage that was converted into a bedroom with its own bathroom for 2 teenage boys. So there's one teenage boy who is older, probably like about to go off to college, and he has a band. And all his brother wants is to be in the band. That's it. His brother wants to be in the band. His brother wants to be one of the cool kids. Okay. You'll see this come through when we get to actually decorating. But he wants to be like one of the cool kids, and he wants to like spend a lot of time with his brother. So they share a room. So he's probably like 14 and the older brother's like 17, and like his brother like worships him and looks up to him so much. And it really just like made me feel like very like, I love them. And the whole room is like black and like very moody, like what you would expect for a kid who's in a band. And I love it. But in my mind, I'm like, oh, the other brother is like actually a bookworm, but he just really wants his brother to like respect him and to like think that he's cool. But all he really wants to do is read books. So the brother is just like learning the guitar skill. You know, he's just like trying to be in this band so badly. He just wants to hang out with his older brother. But really all he wants to do is just read and just have fun and learn things. But that's not like what his brother's gonna think is cool. But deep down, his older brother really does think he's cool. It's a whole thing. I put a lot of thought into this. And then, okay, so mom really wanted to like, you know, loosen up the strings at the flower shop, be able to retire, and then they got pregnant. And she didn't know that this was going to happen. So there's also a toddler in this house. Toddler has a really cute bedroom, very colorful, very fun, loved it. And then there are 2 twin children living upstairs. I didn't really like give them much of a backstory because I made it a pretty like basic bedroom. Not really. It's really cute. You'll see. We'll get there. But the whole teen boy story was in my head the whole time. And the fact that this mom was a florist, I loved that. It made me very happy. Very much. I always put too much thought into these things, and I get comments being like, yeah, I put this much thought into it too. And I'm like, oh, so I'm not the only one. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. But I ended up switching out every single window on this entire house. I just kept rethinking it. And I was like, I really feel like this house should have shutters. Like there's just something about shutters that are very like, just, they make me feel safe. They definitely make me feel like it's just safe. And it just, I really wanted to have a basketball net. I'm literally going like topic to topic so quickly. My brain is just like, yeah. So my brain is so scrambled that as of yesterday, I posted a video at 3:30 in the morning instead of 3:30 in the afternoon. And I was like, oh, thank you guys for still watching that video because I didn't expect it to do very well considering it went up at 3:30 in the morning. Anyway, so yeah, I end up moving. I get rid of the foundation. Okay, we end up moving the door because I was like, I really want the door on that angle. I think it would look cool. Made it work. This little back section, add that. Good stuff. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But then I wanted to really have a garage area, and I put some of the debug cars from, I think they're both from Cottage Living, in that area to make it look like that's where the parents parked. And I wanted it to line up with that little section on the road there. So I guess if you were to place this lot in any other lot, it would look really weird that it was like there, but it was intentional for whatever lot this is. The Brook Bungalow lot. It's good stuff. We love a bungalow, but we have like a truck, you know, where mom would like bring her flowers to the flower shop from her like home plot that she plots them in or delivers them in. Maybe she delivers the flowers herself. Maybe she's a one-woman show. I doubt it. This house is too big. And the fact that her husband like doesn't have a job and he's unemployed and he just like hangs out with the kids and like works with his passions, like she definitely is not a one-woman show. She's got employees. Maybe it's a chain flower shop. Maybe she's very rich. And this is what I do in my head. I'm just like, these Sims are perfect. I really wanted to have the birds from Cottage Living just because they're so cute. And I love when the birds like fly around and you can get gifts from the birds. Obviously, these Sims have never met a flock of birds because I just added it on my own. Gave them a little bicycle out front, thought that was pretty cute. Honestly, I'm having a lot of fun building lately. I'm having a lot of fun just making videos in general lately. Can you keep it down over there? But I'm having a lot of fun just in general with The Sims and with the channel and just recording and just uploading everything and talking to you guys in the comments. If you have anything you want to say to me in the comments, be sure to leave it down below. I answer pretty much all of the comments for the first few hours every time a video goes up. I do post like every day right now, so after the first few hours, I don't answer most comments because it's like, it's overwhelming. It's a lot. I have to set a timer on my phone to be like, hey, you post videos at 3:30, and then one goes up at 3:30 in the morning and it throws off everything. Just chaotic. Now the front of this house is a little bit weird. I wanted it to be like rocked in, not grass, just so that there could be like a more adult living area. So there's like a little table there for them to like sit and eat. There ends up being like a tree in the middle of it just for fun, you know, why not? Why not? Just a tree. And there's like a bunch of bushes and the little plant pots everywhere that obviously mom gardens in. You know, we love her. She's a gardening queen. And you go to the backyard and it's like, oh, there's a basketball net. There is a pool. There is a ton of tents. There's some toys. There's lots of fun stuff for the kids to do. And I like that. I really like building houses around families that are already existing in my head because it makes it a lot easier to like decide what you're going to add, what you're going to take away, what you want. And it's so much more fun that way. Sometimes I even go ahead and just create the family in The Sims and be like, okay, this kid loves this thing, this kid loves this thing, and that is what we're going to do. So that's very exciting. I actually remembered to add an outdoor garbage can. I believe I remember to add an indoor garbage can, and I think that there's toilet paper in every bathroom. Don't quote me on that. I didn't actually record decorating the bathrooms because this build took me like 4 hours, which is like kind of embarrassing because it's not even anything fancy, but I did it in like little spurts over a whole day. 4 hours for this. That was a lot, but it was fun. I couldn't figure out how to make terrain paint under a swing set look good, so I got rid of the swing set. That says a lot about me, I think. But yeah, I decided to add 2 tents because I feel like this dad is like the type of dad who would definitely want to have like sleepovers and stuff with his kids outside. And I do think that's really cute, like to go outside and just have all your kids in tents. That sounds really fun. And honestly, I would love that. I hate camping. As long as there's like an area where I can use the bathroom that has running water, then I'm okay. But honestly, I'm not an outdoorsy gal. It's not who I am. Also, the floor plan of this home like almost killed me. I was like, why did I make this on an angle? What am I thinking? What am I doing? And the parents' bedroom ends up being one of the weirdest shapes I've ever seen. And they don't even have an ensuite because there's another like 2 kids that live upstairs. And I was like, it's really mean to make them go all the way downstairs to use the bathroom. So it's not going to work out like that. They don't get an ensuite, but they do get an oddly shaped room with a nice point on the side. It's a vibe. It's definitely a vibe. And I really like how it turned out, to be honest. I love the colors I use in this place. You guys will see all that in a few minutes. And it always takes so long to get to the actual decorating. Like, we've been talking for a while here. I spent a lot of time outside. I'm actually pretty proud of this house. Like, it's pretty basic. Also, my phone just keeps going off, and we're just going to ignore it because I have to keep it on just in case they call me. But, yeah, so this house ends up being, like, pretty basic looking on the outside for a Sims 4 build, at least in my opinion. It's like, Taylor, you can do a little bit more, but I don't know how to do a little bit more. I watch so many build videos and I'm like, what is the wizardry? Literal wizardry. How do they do that? How? And then I watch people do like see, I put a garbage can in the kitchen. I'm very proud of myself. I remember a garbage can in the kitchen. But like people do like stop motion builds for The Sims, and I'm like, how? How do you make that happen? I can't even like figure out a speed build half the time. And I'm just like, you are a wonderful, talented human who deserves to be paid $1 billion for figuring out how to make a stop motion build for The Sims 4. You are just beautiful. And I'm sitting here like, I put a picture of bacon and eggs on the wall. Are you proud of me? I'm not fancy. This sounds like I'm just looking for compliments, but I'm not. I'm literally like surprised by the wizardry. Also, I was so annoyed while trying to decorate this little area here because I was sitting there and I'm like, I really want to have a coffee maker, but I don't want it on the counter because the kitchen's pretty small. And I was trying to put it on like anything else, and the game was just like, no, you can't put this on this, even with move objects, and it's just making me really sad. I really wanted a little coffee station off to the side on like some kind of little cabinet, but not like kitchen counters. It just made me very bummed out. I actually love how the living space in this house turned out. I end up adding a fireplace, which is always just something that makes my heart like warm and fuzzy. Fireplaces are just so beautiful. I wish I could have one. I rent an apartment. Taylor, you can't add a fireplace to your rented apartment. What am I even thinking? Like, let's go buy a fire. No, that's not something I can do. I don't even think I would be allowed to do that. Even a fake one. Oh, I guess I could get a fake one, not a real one. This is just like stream of consciousness. Anyway, I love how the dining room turned out. The new Dream Home Decorator chairs, honestly, Dream Home Decorator has such good build mode items, but should not have been a game pack. Should have been like just a stuff pack without any gameplay. Just a stuff pack. Just your Dream Home Decorations could have been the name of it. Big brain energy. They wouldn't have had to add any gameplay. It would have been beautiful. Just all the pretty things, the sectionals. That's all I wanted was those sectionals. Those sectionals, chef's kiss, beautiful. I don't need the career. That's how I feel. I feel like it should have been a stuff pack, but just Dream Home Decorations. I think that would have worked. I love the clutter items from that pack too. Honestly, I use it in every build now because they have those little shoes and you can put them at the front door. You can put them in your kids' room. You can put them under a table and they look awesome in every single place because they just look so real. Like your kids are just like lining their shoes up. Also, I'm so sorry that the only couch I use now is the paranormal couch. I apologize. I don't know what else to do. I see that couch, I see the blankets, I see the pillows, and my heart gets warm and fuzzy, and I can't help it. I can't help it. I just want to add it everywhere I go because it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my entire existence. The paranormal furniture, also beautiful. Honestly, at the Sims team, everything you've made in the past year is just gorgeous. The cottage living stuff, beautiful. Not really my style, but beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I never know what to do with like weird hallways and like landings at the top of stairs. What do you put there? I always go with like a chair, a little table, and a bookcase. Because like what else? Like I've never had one in real life. It's always just like a weird hallway with like a bunch of doors. There's never actually like space to put things. It's just doors. So there's no room to put furniture. What do you put up there? If you have one of those, like find the link to my Twitter in the description. Tweet it at me because I'm so curious as to what kind of furniture you put up there. And you know what? I'm recording this like a week in advance, so I'm gonna forget that this happened. That I even said to tweet the landing on top of your stairs and the furniture on it. It's fine. Just tweet it at me. It's fine. So the toddler room ends up being very, very colorful. And then we're gonna be moving on to the teen boys' bedroom. I really just picture this as two brothers who like want to be best friends, but the one thinks he's like a little bit too cool for his younger brother, and the younger brother just like tries to act like he's like the older brother, even though he's like more of a bookworm, more shy, doesn't want to be in a band, but like wants to be in a band for the respect of his brother, you know? Makes me a little emotional, like poor kid. But the room ended up being really cute. I used that little Moschino clothing shelf thing because I didn't add enough room for a dresser because I really wanted those guitars in the corner, but I guess I could have like put the dresser behind that section and like had that be the background to where they practice their band. I really wish we had drums in The Sims 4. I really want a drum set. That would be quite entertaining for me, and I'm very sad that that's not a thing that we have. They also don't get a desk. This is what happens a lot of the time. I'm like, these kids probably need a desk. And they don't get one because there's not enough space. But then we're up to the upstairs bedroom. There's only 2 bedrooms on the top floor. We have one for some twins, boys, girls. I don't know who these Sims are. I did not put much thought into these Sims. Just the fact that they really liked the color pink and the color blue, and that was it. That's all we got. I really like how this room turned out. I very much enjoy decorating kids' rooms now, and I'm just like, so cute. As someone who doesn't want children, I'm like, this room is so cute. I would live there. I also wanted to add some paranormal stuff to this bedroom because I thought it'd be kind of funny if it was like 2 cute little kids and like one of them has a crystal ball and a creepy hand. You know, the kids that you like worry about because they're like into that kind of stuff at a really young age? That's how I wanted this to feel, and that brought me a lot of joy. But decorating this parents' bedroom did not bring me a lot of joy. Also, okay, I've been having a glitch with windows so often lately where they just look like a frame and you have to click on them and then they come back, but it's been driving me up the wall. Like I can't deal with it. Like it just happens so often now, and every time I see it, it just makes me mad. So watching back any of this footage where you can see a window that is not the right way makes me just very sad. But yeah, I didn't know how to decorate this parents' bedroom because of how weird of a shape it was, but we made it work, I think. Out of 2 beautiful little cabinets, it ended up working out for the best. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I don't even know what this video was. I rambled a lot. I really hope you're having an awesome day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.